Just let us know before we go live. No, I messed it. Now
I'm going to destroy you. The holidays are over.
I love you so much.
I will
right
have my
now.
revenge. Welcome everyone to Heroes of the Vale and some people who should be not talking out of turn.
Wait,
Or Beyond Heroes.
or Beyond Heroes.
Yeah, sorry, we're Beyond
wow.
Heroes. You threw me off all of my game.
Everything is time travel in this
Thank
show.
you all
I
for
quit.
tuning in. Hey, no, it's been a great season.
It's gonna be a great way to start
3
the new
weeks.
year,
3
everyone.
weeks.
So you are
what
watching.
Are we doing again?
You're watching Beyond Heroes. It is a series of one-shots that culminate into a larger D&D campaign. I am joined by several talented people: Hope LaVelle, Jennifer Kretchmer, Adam Bradford, B. Dave Walters, and playing Orkira, we've got Lauren Urban and
For a moment,
TJ
I was
Storm.
worried. For
I
a
don't
moment,
know
I was
why
worried
like,
somebody else was playing Orkira. I'm like,
Ooh, it's awkward.
Lauren almost
didn't
got
tell
real
her.
mad.
Ooh, you didn't tell her. Oh no.
Sorry,
I'll
you've
leave.
been replaced.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just a little awkward.
we had a discussion. During what's unique about Beyond Heroes is A, we're awesome, and B, also every time that someone rolls a natural 20, that means we give a legendary bundle from D&D Beyond away in Twitch chat. That means you get the chance to basically get every D&D book.
That's like
Is in
$600 and
fifth
something
edition.
dollars. I think
That's like a
at
lot.
this point.
It's
There's like a
yeah.
lot of stuff in the
Yeah,
legendary
that's
bundle.
It's a big prize. It's a big prize. So
so
every
root
time
for us, please.
Yeah. So if we get that also includes the DM, which I know everyone doesn't want to get 20, but that's how it's gonna go. So if anyone has anything else to talk about, Lauren, community person, anything?
Hi, welcome back. Happy New Year.
Excellent. All right, let's get started. Let's do this thing, Will.
Into the unknown we go. Where we will land, we just don't know. But we will fight on and on and on. No matter what, we will rise with the dawn. Out of the ashes and beyond the night, beyond the masses and into the light. Beyond all time in this adventure we chose, we will never give up. We are beyond heroes, beyond heroes.
Everyone, we're back.
Oh, hi.
We are back.
In every possible way we could mean that. Yes.
Previously on Beyond Heroes, the episode was called Dragon Wars Part 1, and you found yourselves trying to protect a series of gnomes in the Frostfell that were working on an archaic portal from another world. They were trying to make this portal work so it could take you to multiple worlds, but this one in particular only takes you to the abyss. And the armies of Tiamat were attacking at that very moment with several flying citadels in an attempt to get this artifact of legend. Our brave heroes, mounting all of their own brass dragons, flew into battle. Most notably, Mr. B. Dave Walters playing Freely and Briv Steelmarrow, played by Adam Bradford, flew in with 2 brass dragons, melted through the ice of a flying citadel, and destroyed it Death Star style. Meanwhile, Orkira had to face off against her legendary and never-ending villain, Balasar, this very corrupt cleric of Tiamat. And once the giant citadel was destroyed, and a massive avalanche was caused by it hitting the Frostfell, and everyone was consumed in a blizzard and an avalanche, while Hope LaVelle's character oh my god.
It's okay, take your time. It's the hardest one.
That was not my fault.
Penelope
this time.
Half-Pint was unconscious, and Orkira was in a very bad state. And that is where we are starting off right now. We find our heroes in fact, the elemental plane of fire in the cindered wastes. It is a place where on the horizon you can see this never-ending inferno, and you are covered in a giant, overwhelming ash storm above you. And now the gnomes have reset up camp in this location in the caves, trying to get this portal to work once again. And you still have your brass dragons protecting you, but there were heavy, heavy losses taken. And several months have in fact gone by as you have healed, which has taken a great deal of time, and also trained and leveled up. What's everyone doing?
I feel indomitable. This plane has made me enter my summer, and I am ready for whatever comes. What say you?
Thou hast entered
I-
thine summer simply to keep thyself warm.
That as well.
I'm just kind of gonna hang out next to you, though. I mean, it's nice over here. It's a little chilly.
Well, you are in the elemental plane of fire, so it is not chilly.
Yeah.
So you are
That is why
sweating
I am
buckets.
so confused.
Dean, I love that you match the aesthetic. It's great.
He's like a python. Yeah, just like.
Penelope is giving water to all of the dragons.
Oh, are you creating water with a bucket? You're just going
Yes.
from dragon to dragon.
Yes.
They've all of the dragons have been somewhat suspicious of you and standoffish, but now that you've been doing this on a regular basis, they are now like eagerly excited to see you coming by with water for all of them, and you probably have a giant dragon-sized ladle.
Oh my gosh, I want to see Penelope hefting a dragon-sized ladle. It's 3 times as big as she is.
Yeah, I think it's more of a
She's like a boom halfling over there.
yeah. It's let's face it, it's completely adorable. You get a point of inspiration, Penelope.
Wow! Inspiration.
Well, it's every day she comes by and she's like, someone needs to help her carry the giant bucket. But who's going to say no to Penelope, right? Are our dragons, the ones we were riding, are they the only ones here, or the whole?
There are
flock
still
comes?
several dragons. Many of them have been hurt, damaged, scarred from the last battle. You did win, and you managed to fight them off, but the camp had to be moved to the elemental plane of fire in an attempt to hide from the armies of Tiamat and Balasar.
There was a golem friend of theirs that freely didn't know. Did they make it through?
Yes. And by golem, do you
Rend.
mean Rend?
Construct?
Rend,
I mean,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Rend is with us.
Rend is definitely with you.
Excellent.
Yay.
And
Constantly causing trouble, breaking things, and then reassembling things. He is also working quite diligently in his forge that he has made, which actually has a stream of lava, so it's very convenient for him. He seems to be completely unaffected by heat, and he is working quite diligently on some strange constructs at this moment.
I would have spent a lot of time, especially after we first got back, healing people, healing dragons, healing gnomes. How, when we all got back, were any bodies brought along with us? Was there anybody who got killed?
There are those that had to be buried. Yes.
So the instant we got back and I had a chance to do a little bit of a rest, and there would have been a lot of healing, and then I would have turned to the dragons and said something about, hey, you all have hordes, right? You wouldn't happen to have any diamonds you'd be willing to spare from those hordes so I could, bring people back, right?
They give you the answer. None that we brought with us. They are in our hordes.
Okay. Don't we have access to some teleportation? Can we send out people? I've got about 9 days if I can get some diamonds to bring some people back. Or dragons. I'll bring dragons back. I'll bring anybody back that I can. I just need diamonds.
We will see what we can do.
Okay. All right.
And their scales kind of bristle at the idea of giving anything away from their horde. Everyone gets very uncomfortable. As you're asking it, they kind of give you this look like, families asking for money.
I freely leans over towards Penelope and is like, so what they're saying is there's a couple dozen unguarded dragon hordes somewhere not too far away.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Hopefully.
Probably not.
I also like peanut butter. Wow.
I'd like to go over to Orkira. If you get 1 diamond and we have some time, I could fabricate some more, potentially.
Okay, that sounds amazing. What else do you need? What can we do?
And
How?
I just need the one gem, and I can create more of it. So potentially, then we could shatter the one and break it into many, and you could have a supply.
Okay, well that will help with the revivify stuff, but if I have one really big one, I can bring people back from the dead even if they've been dead for a couple of days. But I need a really big one.
We can make as large an object as we need, as long as you can get me just a small piece of whatever it is you need.
I have
Okay.
never been alive.
Well,
Ren continues to hammer.
you know what? The good thing about that is you don't have to worry about me having a diamond for you. So good job.
Thank you.
One less worry. It's great. So yeah, my discussions with the dragons would then turn to I need one. I think it's a 500 gold piece diamond. Hold on, I'm checking.
Freely would actually ask the gnomes. I'm like, hey, do you guys have like any of those like sparkly drill tips? We like the like really hard ones.
You guys like to collect things, right? Especially shiny things. So you must have
Yes,
some.
we do.
Yeah.
We do like to collect shiny things, and we don't like to give them out.
But would you be willing?
Do I happen to notice, with my newly observant self, any jewelry on anyone that I could potentially borrow, or a particular drill bit that might be useful?
You do spot a high elf noble in very fancy dress that is literally wearing a tremendously huge diamond around their neck, and they seem very unamused by all the things going on, and they don't seem to have any rank with the gnomes themselves. They seem to be some sort of wizard.
Codename Icy.
I will approach and, using my most formal, if I can glean anything from their garb, of their affiliations, what group they might be from, use the customs that I can use to approach and greetings.
Are they greetings though? Really?
Yes.
I mean, from a certain point of view, you are interrupting my day, and that is not a greeting.
Yes, but that's what the greeting is for. Hello, my name is Penelope. Would you like to be my friend?
No.
A
I
day
would
is
not
one
like
of
to be your
many.
friend. Run along now,
No,
tiny
it's okay.
person.
You'll change your mind. It's okay. I'll be your friend. You don't have to be mine, though.
No, I will not change my mind.
Who
Thank
are you? And why are you being rude to Penelope?
I am assisting in the research into the portal.
Oh,
Well,
I see you standing there, but what sort of research are you doing?
I'm thinking.
So thou
thinking
art
very hard.
essentially useless.
yeah. What
So
are you
I'll go
thinking
ahead
about?
and, if you let me know what you're thinking, I might be able to help.
It would take so much time to explain to you what I am
Fine,
thinking
I can
at this
detect your
very
thoughts.
moment.
Oh, headmaster, can thou please
I'll go ahead and
teach us
detect thoughts.
Okay, yeah, you cast detect thoughts. So you get the surface thoughts, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's kind of like a beautiful mind style. You just see like lots of arcane equations, and she's not lying. She is incredibly smart and also really mean. But I think you already kind of defined that without magic. So she is working out on how to cause the portal to work. And a very disturbing name comes up while she's thinking. You hear the name Raceland. How did Raceland do this?
Okay. Can I figure anything out from those equations and things? Can I solve anything out that I could try? I want to impress her with my.
This is very high-end
Intelligence.
stuff. You can make an Arcana check, but it better be high.
For the day as well.
I believe in you. Advantage
My
or not
well,
advantage? Inspiration.
It was 19
inspiration.
on the die, and I have a plus 10, 11, 10, 12. So that would be a 30.
Okay.
If you've seen in the Dungeon Master's Guide, a 30 is doing the impossible.
Yes.
Which Alyndra does every day before breakfast.
I appreciate you. Like, oh,
And then
you
we go to
wanted
a
the portal?
restaurant.
This portal?
You actually, you have a moment of pure inspiration where you are seeing kind of the equations and the arcane symbols in her mind, and you, however, you get it. And it's hard. It's not something you can actually verbalize. You just understand exactly how to get the portal to work immediately.
Okay. And there's no way to explain that to her?
You know, when you're looking at the kind of the arcane math of all of this, that there needs to be a cleric of good and a wizard of evil to open up the portal together.
Lady Alyndra, canst thou open the portal? Because obviously this mage is useless.
It's a nice necklace, though.
No. No, I can't.
Oh,
We need something awful to make it work.
what do you
Wait,
mean?
but-
What's
wait,
awful?
But you know how?
This portal is in the balance. It needs good and it needs evil. It needs kindness and cruelty.
Perhaps we can negotiate an exchange before you reveal what you're about to reveal.
Yes. Had you sorted that yet?
Did you say all that out loud in front of her?
Oh,
I
yeah.
started to explain it and then I Yeah.
So you just told me exactly how I need to open the portal. And
No,
now
I
you want an
didn't.
exchange for that.
She basically just told you that you
didn't.
didn't know how to do it, and she did.
That is exactly what I heard.
And
so
in
thou
like-
canst continue being useless.
I would have
In
come to
like
the conclusion on my own.
30 seconds she beat you. So imagine what she's capable of revealing if you would just cooperate. Because we already saved your bacon like a week ago, killing like a dozen dragons. And now we need exactly one thing, and you're kind of in the way.
You are blocking my view of the inferno.
I am very small.
Please leave me. She's looking 5 feet above you. I mean,
Briv walks up behind freely
psychically, you are blocking my view of the inferno.
and just kind of gets as big as he can be, like, and just starts getting in her face and starts smelling.
Oh.
She stands on her tiptoes.
Oh my gosh.
And then Briv just continues to look at her.
It must be the
Lady-
sulfur.
Lady Alyndra, what is it that is needed to open this portal?
So I would like to
Hurt her.
not quite. Well,
Fireball.
maybe we'll see. We do need an evil wizard. I would like to cast suggestion on this person.
Okay.
And I have foreseen this moment.
Oh,
She
dirty,
will fail her
evil
wisdom save.
diviners.
No,
not evil.
neutral.
Neutral. Neutral.
Sometimes
diviners.
that's
If she
worse.
was evil, we would be out of this mess.
We'd be
Exactly.
totally
She would have just
fine.
walked away and been like, let's go grab Orkira and make things happen. It'd be great.
I'm going to. So, aiding us, cooperating, giving us the supplies we need is genuinely to your benefit. We're all working towards the same goal. Working together is the way to go here. So, what do you think?
So you're not casting suggestion.
I am. This is how I'm phrasing
okay.
this.
All right.
to
What's
her.
the saving throw?
She failed it.
It's a wisdom, but she fails.
Oh, she automatically fails. That's correct. Wait.
Mhm.
But what is the score? What is the dice roll?
It is a 1.
Oh man, you must have been happy.
I had
when you rolled
9
that.
and 1 as my rolls for today.
Wow.
And she has an 18 will save.
Yeah, she
Or
is.
wisdom
Sorry, she is plus 20 will.
I'll
Well,
deploy my cutting words.
It
I'll
was
talk her
worth a
down.
try.
I hope you like rails. Very well. I will give you my beautiful diamond in the hope that you will both leave me alone and in the spirit of my good nature, which is clearly
Not on
clearly
display today.
overly kind. You may take this diamond.
I thank you very much. What was your name?
My name is Lestarian.
Sorry, one more time. What was that?
Ashes.
Excuse
Sorry.
me? Is there something wrong with your tiny man?
Sorry.
Yes, there's a
What was-
lot.
Not mine.
What was your name? Sorry.
How long do we have
8 hours. If I
to
can keep my
explain what is
concentration.
wrong with our tiny man?
It's not enough time, guys.
It's gonna be a long
No.
charity
So, I'm
live stream,
sorry.
everyone. It's gonna be
What-
8 hours of explaining B Dave.
What was her name?
The library is open.
What was her name?
Letharian.
Sounds made up.
Letharian.
They're all made up.
Who is Raceland?
I have already helped you, and now you are continuing to
I
talk to
said
me.
continuing to work together is in our best interests. This is what we discussed.
He is a wizard of some renown from a very long time ago. Surprisingly adept at magic for a human. Are we done
And
here?
is
I
he
feel
still
like we're done here.
alive? I'm not done. I'm glad you're done, but we have questions.
Oh,
And until this portal issue is solved, we have work to do.
She is the most unfriendly suggested subject you've ever had,
I do
Alyndra.
not know if he is alive or dead. There has been much debate.
Where was Raceland last seen?
The Abyss, according to Dalamar.
Art thou seeking him?
No, I have no use for him. He can burn forever as far as I care. We do not need him to get to the portal to work.
Why would he have created the portal?
He didn't. Other wizards did.
He used it?
Yes. Long time ago. No place
know-
far, far away.
Where it leads?
It leads to the Abyss.
Yeah, the gnomes were retrofitting it to not go there, right? They were working
Yeah.
to make it go everywhere else but there.
Yeah.
I figured out how to work it and fix it, so I can just kind of flip the switch and recode it.
You figured out how to turn it on. You have not figured out how to. She was trying to figure out how to turn it on in the first place. The gnomes were
Okay.
trying to figure out how to adjust it from there because they don't necessarily want to open a giant portal to Demon City. So
Yeah, let's not.
Come on.
All right, so I
What do you
figured
think,
this out.
Freely?
How to open this.
Every once in a while, I look at over at M. Bradford's webcam, and I feel like Briv is just like, oh, whatever. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Would you get to kill some
Briv's
demons?
ready
Like,
to
do
go.
it.
Briv has
Yes.
his suitcase in hand.
Briv's like, why didn't we spit on this
next up-
earlier? Come on, let's go.
They are but
Next
demons.
up, the abyss. All right, let's. We should talk to Dalamar, I suppose.
Dalamar is dead.
Oh,
Well,
more difficult.
one
to open
assumes.
then.
He does have a very long lifespan, as all of us do. Yet this conversation seems to be going on forever.
Yes, Miss Alyndra.
We have 8
are we going
hours.
into the portal now?
No.
Oh,
You
we're
do
letting them
not want
out of
that
the portal? I mean,
active.
all
We don't
right.
want to
you
go
know,
there.
let's do it. They can come here. It's fine.
I am confused by what our objective actually is here.
We need to reprogram the portal.
Oh. Briv cannot help much with this. Briv walks and over to the corner and kind of just sits down and starts to close his eyes and lay back. He hasn't been getting enough sleep lately.
In the meantime, since people are looking for diamonds, I go to all of the things that I acquired from Xanathar's place before we so hastily left. I haven't had a close look, and I look for jewels, diamonds, anything that Orkira could use.
Oh God! You find a potion of of water breathing. You find you have a potion of
Tongue
fire breathing. You know, basically you can erupt fire like a dragon for a short period of time.
Oh,
Is there a potion of portal changing?
No. There's none of that. There's some rubies. There's some gems. There's no diamonds, however. There is a beautiful small music box with an exact image of the Xanthar's goldfish inside that pirouettes and dances when you wind it up.
no.
Yeah. You found a few beholder scales that he apparently had a great deal of dander, the Xanthar, and so you find multicolored blue and yellow scales also in the bag. The kind of glitter and have a strange odor to them as well. You've apparently taken all of the goldfish as food, as nothing was marked, so that's an issue as well.
Oh, no.
Not ours.
And you find you actually grabbed a cloak of protection +1.
Ooh.
Is anyone among us able to use this?
I mean, I'm just wearing leather.
Probably a couple people, yeah.
Give it to the tiny man. He needs more protection.
Very well.
I mean, you're supposed to be my protection.
I mean, I am, but I'm not always there.
Right. Can I?
Yeah, you put it on, it will drag behind you a little bit like a train, right? Like it's just
I'm
gonna.
just counting on it. I'm counting on
If
it.
I see that, though, seriously, if I see it dragging, Briv is going to get up and take his sword and start trying to hack it.
No,
Right.
but far more.
Turn it into two. I'll take one.
I need.
We'll like
Really?
make little
Gosh,
taps.
that would be amazing.
Really, you need to learn how to gird your loins. It'll be
Really,
great.
I
I'll show
need
you
you
how.
to make an
Hold on.
acrobatics check because as someone is stabbing the back of your cloak, you may fall.
I'm very dextra. I'm
If
not
you
as
get
dexterous
one,
as
you're
I
falling
thought.
into lava.
No, I didn't. And a big old 9.
Big old 9. Yeah, you trip and fall as Briv Steelmarrow sticks his giant greatsword onto the
Oh.
back of your cloak.
Apologies, good sir.
Very on brand.
I don't
Very
think
on
it's
brand.
working.
It's I don't know.
I
mean,
didn't
maybe he
want
didn't
thee
stab
to
the earth.
trip, but obviously that was not accomplished.
But no, okay, I'm gonna use prestidigitation to make a small breeze blow, so like billows behind me. I'm like, it's all in the presentation, Briv. It's all in the
Oh.
presentation.
Thou dost want this to be far too long for thine tiny body.
It's the gnomes and everyone else in this cave, and you can see that silhouetted. You see Freely with the never-ending elemental fire inferno in the distance, and you see this massive cloak flowing and billowing in the wind. And it's kind of hard to tell where Freely and the cloak begin and end. And it's also hard to tell which is wagging what because of the size difference. But it feels epic. And for a brief half second, all the gnomes stop, look up, and go back to work.
I look over at Keenan. I'm like, how does he know not to look at the explosion? That just makes it look so much cooler. How does he know?
He didn't even flinch. It's quite
He's just
impressive.
walking away. It's great.
It's some things you just got. You can't be taught.
Freely,
Can
you
we
get point of
rig-
inspiration.
Is it possible to rig the cloak so that it sort of has a drawstring so you can pull it up when you are in combat so you aren't tripping over your own 2 feet?
It's
It's something I've seen the bards do.
Just
There's
wear it like
definitely
a
a way we can
loincloth.
make it shorter.
Just pull it up between your legs and tuck it into your pants.
There you
I
go.
appreciate all of your concern. I will
It's a
figure
plus
it
1
out.
diaper of protection.
That is plus 1 diaper
He's gonna
protection.
gird. It's gonna be great.
I
I have
was-
lost control.
you've made it better.
That would imply
Made
you
it.
had control at
That's
any
true.
point.
Does
Who
anyone
am I
else
kidding?
really?
I do one point of clarification though. OOC, this is true. Especially because last episode we jumped in so quickly and just all hell broke loose. Our actual job really is to help the repurposing of the portal. Like we weren't here to fight the dragons. We were here for the portal, correct? Just to
You
make-
were there
I mean,
actually to protect them. You
Okay.
were there to protect the situation.
okay,
And this is
all right.
still our job. The diamonds, the figuring out the portal, all that is like secondary to protect them while they're doing portal stuff.
Freely looks over at Orkira and he's like, so forgive me if what I'm about to say is weird, because me, I don't really like talk to the gods. We just kind of like cooperate. But is it like easier for you to talk to the Phoenix since we're just kind of motion broadly at everything?
It depends on your definition of easier. I mean, I can just talk to them right now, or I could take a walk, but I think their volcano is a little far away, so it's easier to just do it from here.
Yeah, about 3,000 miles.
It's about 3,000 miles. I mean, but I would walk 500 miles.
So do I.
And I would walk 500 more.
500 more. Yes, right, exactly.
I mean,
yes.
And freely,
We should write that down, Alyndra.
It could be a song.
it's hanging out with
Like
you.
a
Really,
song.
your bardic inspiration is infectious. You talk to my
Literally,
God.
actually. So they say.
Literally, yes.
Exactly.
I don't know. I mean, we're just in like a little bit of a pinch here, and I didn't know if like maybe she'd have some. Is it a she that they would have some insight into, Tiamat
Actually,
and the.
Any kind of god worth their salt could just teleport here, even if it was 3,000 miles away.
Yes,
You hear
and-
Rand with his hammer, and in the distance, he just says, I have met gods, and they are not made of salt.
No, and mine isn't.
You haven't
Also,
met the salt god then.
Can't
Briv,
keep
you
up,
know
Briv.
you
Briv
usually
Salt
when
God?
Salt hesitates for a little while, but then it comes to him, and then he just starts like big belly laughing at Ren.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everyone knows the salt god lives on the plane of ice cream. Rand, come on. Yes.
we still gotta go there.
I would
Oh,
love
with
to
the-
because we're
only with the
back here
caramel, though.
again.
Tiny man, if you are making fun of me, I will squish you till your juices come out.
Nope. There's no making fun. There's no squishing.
No fun
there's
making, no.
No, there's also no teleporting of the Phoenix because Briv, as you know, when that happens, things explode. So, but on that topic, I had another idea. So while we're waiting for diamonds to be able to bring people back from the dead, there's something else that the Phoenix taught me how to do if we are worried about Valisar and the other dragons. I can scry on them.
Yeah, we need to know where they are so we can go to them and
Maybe it depends on where they are, but I think I know how to spy on him and maybe find out what's going on, where they are, if they're coming here.
Sounds worthwhile to me.
Okay. I mean, I'll give it a try.
Would you like to go to our ship to do this? Because on our ship we have the fortress, basically. We have the Mordenkainen's sanctuary.
Oh, do we?
No, it
Sweet.
can't fit on there. No.
Yeah, anything from 5 foot square to up.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's fine.
Yeah, and it's
I would have
permanent
been
'cause I
sleeping
did it
in the
every day for a
pool this
year.
entire time. If
The airship is not very good for travel in the elemental plane of fire for reasons such as catching fire.
Such as fire. Yeah.
I
There
can
are
give
some
you the hut
historical
then
elements
for
to
some
rigid
privacy if you'd
airships
like.
flying around.
Did Murray come here, drop off Keen, and leave? Is that what happened?
right, like jettison him like a missile casket just down into the earth. Yes.
Here you go.
Also, we're like, Kane, you were incredible against those dragons, man. You like swung off that one and then like, why? And then like over there, like bit that one. Like that
You were
was
so fast, it was like we couldn't even see you.
yeah.
All right. What is everyone doing?
I was wondering.
What are
if-
we doing?
Well,
What are we
I-
supposed to be doing?
we're supposed to be protecting the portal. Orkira wants to scry on the guy that we think might be coming to attack us. So I was wondering if in my travels around all the gnomes trying to get a diamond to bring their people back to life and having them tell me, no, I don't want any of my people to come back to life. If I could have picked up a focus. Specifically, I'm looking for a spectrometer, like a small one, maybe about
A
10 help.
spectrometer?
Yeah, so it'd just be a lens and it'd be something that a bunch of gnomish artificers would make.
Yeah,
You basically.
There are
So, a
tons of
couple of lenses.
spectrometers everywhere.
Okay,
of
I would like
varying
to.
types.
So I would like to make a gnome that wouldn't give me one of their diamonds feel super, super guilty so that they give me one of their spectrometers so that I could take it onto Murray and use it as my focus to scry with.
Okay, I want you to make a sweet persuasion check.
Okay. Sure. So I totally understand that you're reticent to part with this diamond, even though like I only have a couple more days before your friend's gonna be dead forever. But
I feel like you're putting a lot on us right now. You keep on bringing up the fact that everyone's dead. It's kind of bringing me down.
I know I can fix that though, but I understand priorities. So I might be able to do this in a different way and help protect you from, that giant chromatic dragon army. I was kind of hoping that right there. If you can't give me the diamond, can I have that? Because that'll really help me protect everybody from the giant chromatic dragon army that's coming.
Okay, fine, take it. I've got like 20 of them. God.
Thank you.
Oh.
And she'll tuck it under her wing and get out of there.
Do you mind while I try to save the universe?
Oh, I'm sorry. We've been all tied up saving you.
Yep.
Oh, okay, that's fair. I'm sorry. I'm grumpy. I'm on this low carb diet right now.
I totally get it. Like we're all grumpy. We're all lack of sleep.
It is how I get when I don't get enough sleep. Understood.
Totally understand. Thank you for all of your help. If you hear anybody else who has a 500 gold piece diamond, I'd really appreciate it. Goodbye.
Although we did get that
very
necklace.
weird dragon.
We got the necklace.
Yeah,
so we
that-
have
yeah,
one that I'm about to go ahead and tomorrow can make goodies for you.
Yeah, I'll say I'm doing this at the same time, like grabbing this
Hey.
thing.
Hey, Freely.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
what you doing? You want to do something? You want to go like fight crime?
I mean, I feel like so far we're the only ones that have taken anything, but yeah, we could go exploring, see what's around here. No, we're gonna go make sure that we're safe here.
I mean, we're protecting the portal.
I shall go with thee.
Oh, you're so big. Okay, yeah, sure, yeah.
I can
am
make this a
very
little
stealthy.
easier. We can make that a little better, Briv. And I go ahead and I look at Briv and I clap his shoulder and I cast greater invisibility on him.
Oh,
You were gonna shrink him. Oh man, I was hoping.
I thought you were gonna shrink him.
Oh, I could do that too, if you'd rather.
When you do this, I'm like, did you teleport him away?
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? He's
As
right
soon
here.
as I see this, I sneak up as much as I can, as close to Freely as I can, and then I'm just going to Freely, like yell as loud as I possibly can in his ear.
My goodness, Freely, are you okay?
I
no,
am
great.
still here.
Fantastic, great.
That was
No, man,
amazing.
you're-
I told thee I can be stealthy.
As you see two giant orc
Won't last that
footprints in the
long.
ash.
I was thinking of him.
Stomp, stomp,
Scooby-Doo.
stomp, stomp, stomp.
Yeah.
So as I'm stomping, I want to just push a little bit of the magical metal out of my heels, and then like just wipe it away.
Is it flexible?
Yeah, it can be any shape. That
I'm
I
going
want it
to
be.
allow it for comedic effects, but it is now creating just like a
I can shape
Roomba
it.
path through the
Yeah.
ash.
Yeah, but let's go look around.
Apparently, a giant snake has moved through here, or a snail.
Fire snail. That'd be a cool band.
Penelope, you have Pulse Without Trace.
Yeah, but that's no fun.
Do you
Wants
Fine.
things to find us.
Fair enough.
All right, Orkira, what are you
It's only going to
doing?
last a minute anyway.
Orkira, what are you doing during this madness?
Oh, I'm not there. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, they're walking, but what are you doing? Are you scrying? What are you doing?
I guess I would have been going off to find somewhere to scry because I,
can
don't
make
know
the
where
hut
they're.
for you.
Yeah, I don't know where they're going. I think they're just hanging out. I don't know they're going off to go do fun things. So I'll go scry.
Yeah, we're gonna die
You go
terribly. It's
scry.
fine.
You go
Yeah.
cry.
Oh, we're gonna go have a good scry.
Yeah, go have a good scry.
Okay,
Everybody needs a good scry once in a
Do you
while.
If I
go
come out
into
of scrying and I find out everyone's dead, I'm gonna be really upset.
But you got a diamond now. It's fine.
I got one.
I'll stay with you.
I
to
actually
protect
only
you.
have. Well, yeah. Do we even have that yet?
Yeah, we
Yes,
have it.
you
I
do
have
have a
it.
diamond.
I have to. I don't have the spell memorized for today. I'll have to do it tomorrow, but we'll
Okay.
copy it.
All right.
Or
I can bring one person
maybe
back
they
to
can-
life a day. All right, we're there. I will sit down and I would like to scry on Palisar.
Okay, you are doing that. After it takes some time for you to prepare and meditate and get ready, and also there's a little bit of excitement, probably a little bit of anxiety for Orkira, I would expect, because
A
this is
lot.
the first time you're casting this spell.
No, it has
However-
nothing to do with casting the spell, and more like, oh, I'm gonna scry on this guy that I really don't like.
What if he's using the bathroom?
Yeah.
He's using the bathroom. I don't
Briv
really want to see his
Steelmarrow,
butt. No.
Penelope Half-Pint, and Freely have gone on a wild adventure. And
We'll come back.
what's Keen doing? I have not heard from Keen in a very
Because
long time.
splitting the party always works well.
No negative repercussions.
I
King?
have ridden a dragon into battle. We have fought side by side, and I wish to know him better and know his stories, or her stories. I wish to know his name, her name, or what she has come from and what I can learn. I talk to my dragon.
What is it you wish to learn?
Your way. You are wiser than us short-lived things. I wish to know how to be better. I sit down cross-legged and wait.
Can you be more specific?
Whether it is magic or fighting or thinking.
Do you want to learn about magic?
I would appreciate this if you have something to show.
Very well then. And this giant brass dragon just etches in draconic, starts etching in the ash with its claw and showing you different magical formulas, spells that you have never known before. And it's a bit odd to see just like this massive writing, but it's almost writing out like a spell book in the ash the entire time. And so you have this ability to learn several new spells directly from this dragon.
I would like to. I take copious notes as well as I can.
Do you have like any, is there any other things that you're trying to get out of this dragon?
I am an open book. I would like to learn exactly what he wishes to teach me.
The brass dragon polymorphs and turns into still very brass colored skin, man with long hair and also a glaive, and incredibly well muscled and about like 8 feet tall. It's like, and now for a lesson on sparring. And the first hit like knocks you back like 10 feet. Meanwhile, the party has
I want to
split.
see more of this. Wait, hold on a second. Go back to this
Can
fight.
we see this from inside the hut since we can see out?
Yeah, every once in a while, you describe to me what you envision is happening right now, TJ. this little sparring match.
Well, did I see the dragon riding in the ash? Because I'll run out with paper and pencil, like ready to.
Like she doesn't care that he's about to get murdered. She wants.
So you run out, and the dragon just puts its giant clawed hand in front of it, so only Keen can read
Apologies.
it. This is a
Do you need paper and pencil, Keen?
Conversation.
You're welcome.
Between me and my rider.
I
We
just
have
was
a
getting
special
writing
bond.
utensils, and I'm going back to the. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was rude.
He lives for knowledge, as do I. Apologies.
Okay then. Back to beating you up.
Tis an
What-
A and B
And I get the
conversation.
popcorn.
What how do you envision this fight, this training session, this training montage going on between this giant brass dragon and yourself? This polymorph.
First, I imagine that
Dun dun dun.
they do not conform to the rules of chivalry. That one did not wait for me to get my weapon. I will not make that mistake again. Try again. Try again.
I feel like he's a motion actor.
Try again. I continue to fight.
This happens. This is all. So meanwhile, peacefully, I imagine Orkira is like meditating and holding her hands up and trying to scry, and you just see out the window of your airship just Keen getting knocked back like 30 feet, and then get knocked back another 30 feet over and over again, just like he's fighting the Hulk. Yeah.
I'll save a couple of cure wounds for that for later.
Thank you.
I wonder if I could wait 10 more minutes on this and watch that. Alyndra, do you have any more popcorn? Thanks.
There you go.
Meanwhile, the invisible Briv, and Freely and Penelope Halfpint have journeyed far down into the tunnels deep beneath this base, looking for any kind of adventure or any kind of purpose really at all.
Briv rather loudly, even though he's invisible, just continues to say, "Ha ha! I am now Briv the burglar."
What are we going to burglar? Burglar.
Burgle? Burglar? Burgle?
Burgle.
What
Deal.
are we going to be
What else
doing?
We shall burgle boundless billow. I don't know.
No inspiration for you.
Leave the poetry to me, buddy. No, we're good. I would like to use my divine sense. See if there's any celestials, fiends, or undead around.
Okay. Oh, I'm very skinny right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You zoomed in, like you froze, and then you came back and zoomed in.
Okay, that's interesting.
You went full Oz the Great and Powerful.
Oh, wait.
That's who's down there.
Very on brand.
Describe for everyone. Yeah, true. Describe for everyone how you are searching while I workshop this.
While we sort this out,
I am searching very carefully, but very loudly. So the invisibility is completely wasted on me.
I think that did it, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah. I gained all that
I
weight
fixed
back.
his camera.
That's true. That's you become you took levels in artificer.
You get more. You feel more and more heat, and you can see the glow of lava as you are moving down. And you cast divine sense. And what does this detect again?
It's good or evil. So celestials, fiends, undead, 60 feet.
Or evil?
Yes.
Oh, you sense evil.
well, specifically, as an action, you can detect good and evil, and then it says any celestial, fiend, or undead. So I don't know if it's good and evil and also that, or if it's since celestials are good, fiends are bad, and undead are undead. So I'll leave that up to you to adjudicate. It kind of says both.
It's not going to be so much your divine sense. You hear everyone roll a perception check in that party. Not that's in that particular group.
22.
0.
I successfully rolled a disbelieve with a big old 9. I'm like
22?
Yes.
Yeah,
Very
Penelope. Yeah. So you have the presence of mind to stop as you spot a fire giant inside a giant cavern, and Briv, invisible though he may be, it continues to jabber on, walking directly into the
Briv
cavern.
the burglar. I could also be Briv the brilliant.
I'm not feeling anything.
That's being yelled. Freely is close behind him.
Oh, I am surrounded.
I don't know.
I thought I was hey guys.
Nothing.
Freely, you place your hand on a pillar, but it's a
And then you realize it's Briv. Oh, sorry.
It's a cold metal pillar, and there's a weird smell. And as you slowly look up, you realize that you are actually touching the giant leg of a fire giant, and you are looking up its kilt.
It's a fire giant.
You can take as much psychic damage as you feel that you
I
feel like I've got advantage on a climbing check, is what you're telling me.
This is gonna get real weird.
Fear
kids.
not, Freely. I have seen bigger.
I look up and I'm like,
The giant, obviously.
I'm like, Penelope, there's a giant.
No,
Excuse me, giant.
Oh boy.
I'm aware that we've stumbled into your home and mean you no harm.
Where are you, invisible creatures?
I
Where
am not.
do you hide?
I am not
At that-
invisible.
We
I'm
are
simply very
all
small.
around you.
At that moment, Briv's invisibility wears off.
Zoof.
Why have you invaded my lair?
Oh, not invaded. We're visiting.
We
visiting.
are-
We're friends.
Just on an ambulatory tromp through the plane of fire.
Big word, Briv.
Normal behavior for someone that is
Ambulatory tromp.
fully, completely equipped to be here. We mean thee no harm, but if thou wantst harm, I shall give it to thee.
No.
I shall give ye harm then.
All right, what's your armor
Well,
class, Freely?
We're gonna throw hands. All right, let's go.
Oof.
I suppose I did it.
First of all, I don't like that look on your face, so I'm gonna
Is
cutting
it
words.
25? Is your armor class 25?
I was gonna cutting words him, but I can't cutting words him enough. So it is not that. Well, hang on, wait, let me check now, because things have changed. Nope, no. I have no way out of that.
No. Okay.
Although I'm gonna hellish rebuke him when he hits me, though. So, but yes, so I'm gonna be like, and I mean, you know how.
Oh. Darn it.
This escalated quickly.
I'd like the record to show I did not start this.
Sorry, I'm never
We
gonna
were
find
nice. We were all nice.
Todd, can you give me 10 seconds? I'm trying to see. Sorry,
Absolutely.
class feature variant. I'm just trying to make sure that it works the way I think it does.
before I lay
Adam.
down.
Potentially
truth.
before he
You're gonna try and
dies, yeah.
You're gonna try and intercede.
I am. Okay, so I'm going to go on and try to just reduce this damage by that'll be 12, whatever it is.
Hey, thank you. I might
Since
like
I'm
living
next to
stuff.
Freely.
Thank you.
Okay, so tell me exactly what you're doing.
So basically, so what is the giant doing?
It is stomping directly on Freely with
Okay,
his
so
metal boot.
all I'm going to try to do then is I'm going to try to actually just kneel down, like still taller when I kneel down than Freely.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to like Atlas the foot. And basically I'm going to absorb 12 of that damage myself.
Thanks, buddy.
It's not going to hit him.
Okay, you block 12 points of the 29 points of damage that Freely takes.
Just a scratch. I do hellish rebuke him though.
And so what basically happens is you do block the strength of the foot coming down, but you don't stop the foot. The foot still like knocks you out of the way as it slams down. And as the foot comes up, you just see this imprint of Freely in the rock and ash, just completely squished and bleeding.
Yeah, and actually the ability works like I don't actually take that damage, I just reduce it.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
I hellish rebuke him for 22 though. He's gonna have a sore ankle. I'm like,
is that fire damage though?
I don't think so.
Hellish rebuke is fire.
Well, but it's hellish flames, but I don't think
it's fire.
Is it fire? Oh, it is fire. No, you're correct. You're correct. It is fire damage. It's correct.
Easy there. Easy there.
No, I was reading the spell description.
Yeah. I'll call Jeremy. So it takes half. So what was the total? It takes 11 points of fire damage.
Mm-hmm. Ironic.
No, not ironic.
I would like you to leave my lair.
And you see just gold everywhere, and jewels and diamonds and suits of armor and all kinds of things.
Oh, I would have, but now I want all this stuff.
Freely, was this creature evil?
Do I?
I am standing right here.
Art thou evil? Dost thou cause problems for the good peoples of this plane?
Todd, obviously it's being very distracted right now by the boys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be using my halfling stealth to be going over there and sticking diamonds in my pouch.
Okay, roll a stealth check with advantage.
Yes.
I'm like,
I do not
let's
mean
get him,
to.
Briv.
I do not mean to.
Hey, someone in chat gets
First of the
a
year.
legendary bundle.
First of the year, first of the decade.
First of the decade.
It's a 20 for the 2020.
Welcome to the 20s, my friend.
There you
Welcome to the
go.
20s.
The rolling
Thank you,
20s.
Penelope.
The
Okay.
rolling 20s. I love it.
Rolling 20s.
It's the decade of the rolling 20s.
That's
It is.
Am
I'm
I
just
the first one to
continuing.
think about this?
I'm talking
Yeah,
to the
apparently.
giant. I do not mean to offend thee, but before I kill any creature, I prefer to believe that that creature is evil. And so if thou art good, I shall not attack thee, and all is well. But if thou art evil, I shall attack thee, and I shall kill thee.
I appreciate your very long sentence. I am, in fact, however, bound by the lawful nature of my people to tell you that I am, in fact, evil, and I fully plan on killing all of you.
So please do not take this personally.
Oh, I
but
do not.
shall
I do
just
not take
slay
it
thee.
personally at all. I appreciate that your honesty in this particular matter.
Transparency is a value of mine. It truly is. And so I
see
do
that.
appreciate this conversation.
No.
I'm certainly not talking to thee right now where my halfling compatriot can steal all thine treasure.
Oh, that's not how it works, Briv.
Briv the burglar.
I need a deception check from Briv. Okay. Penelope Half-Fight, you have grabbed several. You've grabbed 3 500 gold piece diamonds.
Hey.
Yay!
Now
19
don't
on
die
deception.
coming back.
You have also grabbed an arm blade from a warforged.
Arm blade.
As well as a number of other trinkets and magical items. You're not quite sure what they are. You have found also a cloak of elven kind.
Hey.
Oh, nice.
We both
Briv
are
the
glowing
burglar
up.
needs that.
Yeah. I would. What does the giant
And
do?
just because I love it, Penelope Half-Pint, you find a very beautiful, silvery and shiny set of chainmail.
Ooh.
Oh, I got excited. I thought she was going to find an alchemy jug.
I mean,
There will be
don't
no
wor-
mayonnaise
I
today.
can't
Just
wear
so
it,
you know,
but
mayonnaise.
this will make a great gift.
I'm like, don't worry, we're gonna kill this thing, and then we'll have time to inventory all this stuff. It's fine.
Well, in that
Okay.
case, I cover myself with that cloak right away as Briv says those words.
Yeah. What was your deception check there, Briv?
It was 19.
Oh, it was 19.
Yeah,
Wow.
dirty 19.
I also appreciate that no one is stealing anything at this very moment as we have this discussion, and we see both Briv and not
I
Briv, but
value honesty as well.
we see Penelope just like shoving things into like pockets, and like coins are like coming out of her pockets as she walks, like Scrooge McDuck. Yeah.
You seem to be a very civilized giant. I hate to slay thee.
I would also hate to be slain. That's true. I do not feel that you would come out on top in this particular interaction. However.
But
You
what
being the
art thou
size that you
basing
are.
that upon? Thine experience, perhaps, but I am far more skilled than anyone that thou hast come up against in the past.
B Dave and Penelope, how long are you going to be doing this? Are you?
How long can he keep this up? Because
I could go
There's going to be
all
more
day,
deception
baby.
checks. I'm letting you know.
you know what? Orkira only asked for 1 diamond, so Penelope has gotten her 3. Just like Gimli got 3 strands of hair. This is way better than the one he asked for. So I am going. I'm sneaking out of here with gold in my pockets.
Okay, Freely, what are you doing? Are you crawling?
I mean, Freely wants to throw hands because this thing hurt me a lot. I'm going to, well, actually, when I see Penelope escaping, I am going to cast Command on the fire giant.
Okay.
And I am going to command it to flee. And I'm also going to cutting words it on its saving throw.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
So I remove 6 from whatever it rolls. It needs to beat 15 and it's down 6. So I guess it needs to beat 21 practically. And I'm
Wisdom
going to
saving?
Yes, wisdom.
I need to be a what?
21.
He needed to beat 15, but I've taken 6 away. So I guess those are 2 different mechanics.
So you are commanding them to run away.
Mm-hmm.
Them? Like, is it
The
more than
the
one?
giant.
I just want to make sure.
Right.
Yeah, just the one.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Flee.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Specifically,
You're not
my
a
command.
lair of giants. Freely, you tell me exactly what you say.
I get up and dust myself off. I'm like, I can see you don't get out much, so you don't recognize legendary heroes and dragon slayers when you see them. So I'm going to give you just one chance to get the hell out of here before we have to hurt you. Flee.
I will do this.
And he runs and just stomps. And you see that he's going in a perfect direction away from you in a straight line with no variance, and breaks right through the stone of the cave, and lava just pours around his legs into the cavern at this exact moment. And rocks and stalactites fall in the cavern, and the cavern begins collapsing as the fire giant continues to wade through the lava.
'Tis right, thou better run.
Water walk.
I need spewing lava and all. I need dexterity checks from both Freely and Briv.
That's not terrible.
If you're within 10 feet of me, add 4 to that.
Oh, excellent. Well, then that's very not terrible. That is 24.
Oh, wow. Okay.
22.
I'm like, alley-oop. I'm like, you're very spry for such a big dude. Like, I appreciate that. Like, you're light on your feet, Briv.
For those that saved, you only take 12 points of fire damage. That's been halved from the initial closeness of the hot lava that is pouring into the cavern. You are perfectly fine, Penelope. You are running back. At this exact moment, Orkira, you see Balasar. And he is holding a Book of the Phoenix and reading it out loud. Sparks and flames are pouring around him, and you see him high above on some type of mountain, And as your scrying kind of pans away, you see him talking to the Phoenix.
Okay, I can hear through this too. I have 10 minutes. What do I hear?
He is speaking the incantations in primal to control the Phoenix and to unleash it. And you can also see that the entire volcano is covered in some sort of magical shield bubble. And there are several red dragons inside of it.
Oh, he's at the volcano. He's here.
He is at the volcano. And it almost looks like a snow globe with red dragons flying around and around and around the mountain.
Okay, so I know the last time he did this, it went really badly for him. Do I hear anything in the incantations for me to believe that this is going to go any differently?
He's saying it the right way this time.
Well, and that can make the Phoenix obey? Because the last time he summoned and the Phoenix noped him out and then destroyed my entire clan. So
yeah, he is trying to send the Phoenix to another location in the prime material plane. So the destruction, whether the Phoenix wants to do it or not, may not be up to the Phoenix.
How far is he into the incantation?
He's at least halfway through.
All right. I'll pull out of the scry and I'll look at Alyndra and I'll say, he's trying to send the Phoenix to somewhere. And he's here. He's at the volcano. And he's halfway through doing it. And I need to get there, and I don't know how to get there, and we need to get there now. How do we get there now?
I immediately am going to message who of those three is the most reliable? Oh gosh, Penelope, I guess.
I love this
to
judgment
get there
call.
Now, I don't like how much.
She'll get you there. And I message Penelope and I say, we need you all back immediately.
I don't know if I have time to wait for them to come back. I don't know where they are. Like how much time do I have when you say he's halfway through?
Like, you got like 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes.
Do you know, is he close enough? Hang on, let me see something.
You said at the beginning that the volcano was like thousands of miles away, didn't you?
Yes.
We're not. Can the ship get there in time? Can Murray get there in time? We're on the ship, right?
You are on the ship. Murray most definitely cannot get there in time.
I need to get there now, or he's gonna do something awful, and I don't know where.
So let's go.
I don't know how to get there. I don't know how to get there in time.
Can we teleport? We can't teleport. It's thousands of miles away. Flying's not going to work.
As all this is going on, I just want to clarify that if lava's going on, I am scooping freely up, and as I am cradling him like a little baby, I am going to lay on hands.
Please fan art.
I'm gonna lay on hands. And I'm like, hush, little freely, don't you cry.
I was down to 6 hit points, so I'm like acting all brave, but he is all like bashed. He's like, "No, I'm good, Briv. I'm just gonna rest my eyes a little bit while we get out of here."
He's gonna heal this wound in your side. Yeah, and he just keeps on. Yeah,
Keen, and all that stuff that you were looking through earlier. Did you find like a red gem, like a red, like a garnet or something?
I have rubies. You may have them.
Yeah. How far do I got to get away? Because I've been able to summon the Phoenix in action with the ruby and praying. How far away do I got to get in order to do that for everybody to be safe?
You definitely have to run.
I don't need to run.
She can fly. Yeah,
I have wings.
Okay.
I grab it from Keen, and I'm off.
You have to do the same incantation to summon it, so it's gonna be like he's already halfway through.
Oh, see, I've been able to do it like an action. I wasn't sure if he just didn't have the. I don't know. Oh, shit. I was gonna try to. I grabbed the ruby and I'm like, I can't do this fast enough.
Can I, if I use some sort of if I use clairvoyance because I know where he is, so I can see him, may I try and counterspell because I can see him?
No.
Do we know anyone that can
It was
teleport?
worth a shot.
Do we know anyone that can teleport us there? I know where that place
We're
is.
not there to
That
help.
high level wizard, perhaps. I go up to our
Go find him.
Suggested.
who is still suggested, yeah. Litharian.
Okay.
And I say,
Oh,
can you
God.
teleport?
It-
I don't
and you
have
find
time for the
Lothlorien
attitude.
like just with like near lava, and she has 2 servants pouring water into the lava, and steam is like kind of like hitting her face and her skin, and she's like, "You are blocking my steam."
I don't
They're
care.
gonna-
I don't have time.
The
Can you
Chromatic
teleport?
army is going to destroy everything. Can you teleport?
What?
We're about to be
what-
attacked.
What is
Can
your
you
hyperactive
teleport?
dragon talking about?
Can you
Wait.
teleport? Answer the question.
Yes, I can do that.
We need you to help. Now.
We're about to be attacked. We need to be teleported there to stop the attack. Can you do that now?
Where specifically would you like to go?
Do you know where the Cathedral of the Phoenix is?
Can you show it to me on a map?
Oh my God.
Yes. I
Well,
do.
then, will you
Do
do
we have
so?
time for everybody else to get back?
Do I? I'm assuming someone has a map of this area.
Yeah. One of the
I
noses,
can minor illusion then if I have to.
I got a map. I got a map right here. I drew it myself. At great personal risk. I hope you like it. I feel like it's a pretty good map.
It's an
my first
awesome map.
one.
It's the best map ever of all time. And I show it to him. And Alyndra, is there any way you can show our friend the inside, so we can just teleport right into where Valisar is? They're right inside with the Phoenix right now.
Yes, I minor illusion in miniature what the area looks like.
I need to go
Okay.
there.
As you do so, Briv freely, both of which are kind of just smoking, like steaming, and Penelope half
Smoking
pint, joyously jumping with like gold coins still like spilling out of her pockets as she's running up.
We're like, you guys, you will
arrive.
not imagine
We're
what just
going into
happened. So
battle.
we did.
What?
No, we just came.
Huzzah!
Now,
What I've been waiting for.
time to go to work.
Yeah.
Thanks, Briv.
Keen,
What happens
Keen,
when I go away?
I am here.
bring the
What?
dragon.
How hurt is he?
He's got
How hurt is
Keen's
he?
got
How
a
hurt
bit
is
of a
everybody?
limp. Yeah, Keen has great knowledge in his eyes and also great pain. So yeah.
Freely just yells out to the dragons. All right, you guys, time to go to work. Apparently, we got a war to do.
Yeah, Red
I
walks
wanna
up to
ready-
Keen. You seem to be out of alignment. Let me help you. And Ren's arm just reaches down, grabs you by the shoulder, picks you up, and then Ren grabs your feet and just pulls. And you hear this
Chiropractic. I need to learn
horrible
that spell.
popping sound from Keen as he's being stretched by this giant construct. And,
There are more modern methods these days,
and Ren puts you down.
Yeah.
You have been healed. You are most welcome.
Everyone knows that's like, just like voodoo bull. That's not a way. This doesn't work.
Drink lots of water.
Ren
So
grabs
here,
Freely and
It's-
squishes him
as-
into
as
the
if it's-
ground.
I'm like, I will hellish rebuke this thing. He did this to me last time. Right. Now I'm like,
can we
we
not fight amongst ourselves right now?
I'm going to ready a 5th level counterspell.
Oh.
I'm gonna, if he can get us inside, if he thinks he can get us inside, I will like point to the exact spot where I saw Valisar, and I will ready silence.
Orkira,
I shall ready Briv.
I want to be as
when we went to see the Phoenix last time, how did we get there? Like we just went there. Like how
yeah, we're gonna get teleported right now. Valisar's there with all the dragons. He's trying to do awful things.
Orkira, don't go without these. And I hand her into her hands the 3 diamonds.
Hey, all right, we can die again. Yay!
No.
'Tis not my time. I shall not die.
I would prefer not. I've got a lot of other people I gotta resurrect, and she'll put them in her bag, and then she'll like continue to point at Alyndra made the map of the interior, and she's going to be pointing right to the spot where Balasar is. She wants to be hugging him when they arrive so she can cast silence.
Well, are you ready then?
Now,
all
yes,
of you?
Now.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
now.
yeah. Let's go.
All right then.
Cloak of Elvenkind.
First, I need some of Penelope's hair, and she like yanks hair out of her hand.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
that
so
will
nice and
do.
curly though.
That'll do
Thou
most
shalt
fine.
die.
I need spit from that thing.
That
Wait, I
thing
spit
being
really
me?
spits on her too. Right.
We all spit. We all immediately go.
I have a
Huzzah.
vial.
Yeah. It's
Too
the
late.
ashes. I
Too
told
late,
you.
it's all over you.
No, it's
Okay
messing with
then.
my.
Well, I guess
I
this
just-
will work. Disgusting heroes that you
Just
may
said
be.
spit, didn't
I am
say
very
phlegm.
excited to let you disappear forever. And she starts casting an incantation, and a giant portal erupts as a dimension door is now open, and you all get sucked inside.
Dragons, get there when you can.
I need acrobatics checks from every single person in the party at this exact moment.
You're Briv,
I'm
right?
gonna use I'm gonna cash in my inspiration because that was a big old one.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah, I have spent it.
I'm going to roll an
Um,
8.
I am
Oh.
intentionally not landing gracefully because I am trying to angle at the person. As I'm
Okay.
landing.
22.
I don't need to land gracefully.
I got a
just-
10,
27.
but anyway.
16.
Yay for inspiration because I would have
I'm
gone
gonna-
poorly.
27, I'm going to land, and as soon as I see Balasar, I'm going to counterspell 5th level, and I'm going to use my portent. So I have foreseen this moment. He's
Okay.
going to fail. It's a
Everyone
9.
who got below a 12. Everyone who got below a 10, actually. Who are you? That's it? Just one? Yeah. Orkira, you fly literally clean off the side of the internal cliff that is in front of the Phoenix, and you are falling into lava at this exact moment.
Okay. Silence is a range of 120 feet. And I
Okay.
would like, I know what Alyndra is doing. I would like to still cast that as soon as I appear, even as I am falling.
Okay. We are going to round robin this combat. So very first person, actually I can't do that in this because we're playing in Zoom. So everyone roll your initiative.
Oh my gosh.
Dirty 20.
21.
12, but I have a ready
30, 20,
action.
So
I have
Briv,
13, but I also have a ready action.
17.
Oh, here. I'll also put it in the chat.
Okay, that's fine. Well, I mean, it's a ready action, but this will determine what everyone does. So 17 for Freely.
Yep, 17.
Okay. Penelope.
21.
Ooh. Okay. And Keen.
18.
18.
I think they call this application Zoom because it keeps doing that to Todd.
Exactly.
Ooh, I'm
It's when it
seeing
gets
again.
dramatic, though. Only when something terrible's about to happen, then it gets dramatic. Like
Well,
Just like in
he
Heroes
knows
of the Vale, he
green,
used to just
too.
green or go away.
that is
Yeah.
true.
We can still hear him, so.
Yeah, no, it's weird. No,
Yeah.
perfect.
The invisible DM.
Mhm.
All right, so that's Keen. I think that's everyone. Cool. Excellent. No, it's not. It's
And the
I'm
monsters,
missing
yeah.
Alyndra. Alyndra, what were you?
12
12?
with a ready action.
Everyone who had the ready action, let me know.
Silence.
Okay.
There's no save?
always-
With
I'm always ready.
a portent on it.
All right. Go ahead and cast silence.
It just happens. There's no save. For the duration, no sound can be created within or pass through a 20-foot radius sphere centered in a point you choose within range, which is 120 feet. So as soon as I appear, I know where he is. I center it on him. Casting a spell that includes a verbal component is impossible there. And he's a cleric, which means everything requires verbal components. So it immediately interrupts the spell.
Oh my gosh.
How big is this dome of silence?
It's only 20 feet, but I center it on him, and it
All of you
Basi-
are within that 20 feet, though. So now the entire area is completely silent. Where there's rumbling and groans of this massive volcano, dead silence as you see lava popping up and exploding.
I'm okay with this.
All right.
Sorry,
the next ready
Alyndra.
action was Alyndra.
Then can
However,
I move
you
out,
cannot speak.
out of that range? Okay.
Okay. Briv?
I readied Briv. And so you see basically Briv just rushing forward, and you see him. And swings a great sword.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
All right.
I trusted all of my friends had ways of going after this guy that didn't include
That's
their
a
mouths. So
26. I'm going to attack twice.
you've got to have something. Not everything Druid requires verbal.
Critical hit.
That's what Wild Shape
20
is
on the
for.
die. 20 on
20
the
on the
die.
die. That's a
Critical
20,
hit.
everybody.
Critical hit. All right. So
2020.
I'm going to smite on both of
Yeah.
those attacks. And so this
Can
might
you
take
can
me
double smite?
on any attack. It does not require an action. So
You
any
Man,
attack
have
is
to
Paladin.
have the
It just
spell
requires
slots.
a spell slot, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
spell
I just
slot
need a
is
spell
it.
slot.
Counterspell was just somatic. It still would go off. I just realized.
Counterspell will not work on whatever this ritual is because it's not like a typical spell.
Cool.
But it's already not working because he can't talk. So
No, it doesn't
Yeah.
require verbal. It's only somatic.
oh,
Yeah.
I know it doesn't matter either way. He can't.
It's not magic.
He's
magic,
not getting
it's cleric
anything.
But
magic.
he's done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to, I'll get back to you with damage because I'm smiting with both my 3rd level spell slots.
And
those attacks.
what is
So
so the armor class to hit is 18, by the way.
Yeah, both of those definitely.
Okay,
hit.
perfect.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Get back to me on damage, and now we are going to just go. Penelope, go ahead and go. We're gonna go through initiative.
So, just gonna. Is there enough room to get out of this 20 feet of silence?
Yeah, you have enough room.
Okay, then Penelope's gonna just do a parkour roll out of the silence. And she's gonna turn and she's gonna look at everyone and she's gonna cast water walk on everybody so that if they fall into the lava, it doesn't hurt them. They'll just be able to walk on it.
Oh, so good.
It does. Check it. You can walk on lava. It says it specifically.
Yes!
Okay,
The
so
floor's hot lava.
you
We gotta write that one down too. That's
Between
another
those
good
two
one.
attacks, Todd, Briv just 72 points of damage.
Ooh.
Critical hit with
72
smite.
points of damage.
He would have just killed
Smites.
me.
Explain exactly what you're doing.
I
They are
am
not
rushing
dead.
forward.
Thalisar
again,
is
just-
not dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
that's
gosh.
fine. They should be hurting though. And so I and just literally am just viciously swinging in front of me, yelling all kinds of things that the world will never know because I'm in a cone of silence.
Okay. Yeah, you slash, and he's already on the edge of the cliff, leading to the lava, and completely shocked and surprised that you are all here. Keen, what are you doing?
I am attacking.
Okay.
The glaive shows up in my hand and begins to spin. I spin around him. Does he have a book or something? Or
He
is he doing
does.
it from memory?
No, he is reading out of a book.
I will try to separate his book from him during these attacks, if at all possible. I will do whatever I can, even if that means to lessen the damage. I will take that damage hit to take away the book and throw it towards Alyndra or Orkira. But
I will. Okay, I'm gonna be straight with you. You're gonna need like a 20 or higher to do that.
I have hit twice already with two high 20s.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Have you
I
met
rolled
Kane?
ahead just so I could
Go
get the bolt
ahead
out
and
of
roll
the
your
way.
damage.
The damage is 8 + 6 physical and 6 + 4 fire.
It's brutal and horrifying, and this is all happening in silence. Your glaive comes down on his wrist, cuts halfway deep. You raise your glaive again and cut clean through with the flames, and the book and the hand fall to the ground. And you just see Valisar in his silvery dragon high lord armor scream, but you hear no sound as blood pouring out of his wrist.
Beautiful scream and beautiful armor. I slam the glaive down, do a spinning back kick to his face, shut his jaw, and I kick away the book towards Orkira and Alyndra while I begin a second round of Action Surge. I will roll them and give you the information shortly.
Okay, Freely, what are you doing?
You said he's near the edge of the cliff.
Yes.
Thunderwave. Try and knock him off it.
Yeah.
So he needs to beat.
Doesn't everyone need a beat?
Well, I mean, is everyone near the cliff?
Well, Freely is. Freely is right in. I mean, not Freely.
No, I was like, I don't
is right
thunderwave
now.
myself.
Yeah.
Briv is. That's fine.
Yeah, Briv and Keen are
Do
right
your
next to
thing.
him.
Do your thing.
Well, no, but you guys are water walking. It's fine.
Yeah,
Thunderwave.
You'll be fine.
Question, I do not wish to be a pain in the ass, but does thunder work in silence?
Oh shit, it might not.
Yeah.
Well,
there's
actually,
a
hold on. Wait.
semantic
Oh.
component.
Well, so anything that wait. So there's two things going on here. If it requires a verbal component to the spell, it won't work, which you would all realize at this point.
Yeah.
Any creature or object entirely in the sphere is immune to thunder damage, and creatures are
Okay.
deafened while entirely inside it.
New plan.
Yeah.
New plan. I'll shoot him with the rifle.
Yeah,
Pulling
for a
out
few
Penelope?
seconds.
Which is also kind of thunder damage when you
I'm
think
just gonna
about
still
it.
say that at first you're like trying to cast Thunderwave, and you're like,
Give him my ancestral halfling gesture, though.
what,
yeah.
what are you what are you doing then?
I'll shoot him. For 22.
He
To hit
takes
him?
22 points of
No, 22
disintegration
to
damage.
22 to hit him. He'll take
22
significantly
does hit.
more.
Yes,
If-
22 hits.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm gonna shoot him for a lot. Okay. I'll let you know when I have some
That
numbers.
is your last round in the gun.
I picked up other clips, but okay.
Time
I
has
did-
gone by.
Okay.
Adventures have been had.
Okay. As long as this kills him, it'll have been worth it. I'll let you know the number in a second.
Okay, next up is Orkira.
Well, you said I was kind of falling, except I have water walking wings, so I'd like to not.
Yeah, you've got wings. You can just spread out your wings, so it's not really
Okay.
a fall at this point.
I can't be in the silence because I can't cast anything. What is the Phoenix doing right now?
The Phoenix is just watching.
Am I flying out of the silence? Is the Phoenix out of silence?
No, you are still in the silence.
Okay, I would like to fly out of the silence,
Okay.
and then look at the Phoenix and say, "What happened?"
He also has become a cleric of the Phoenix and is attempting to summon me.
Isn't he also like with he was with Saranthus, and then he was also doing Tiamat? Like, how is that possible?
He made the choice.
So is he not with Tiamat anymore?
It appears that he is not.
Where was he sending you?
I feel that he is sending me to Faerun
Was there a good reason?
to destroy Waterdeep.
No, it's not no, that's not a good reason. That's okay. Oh, what do you want to do in this situation?
It is up to you, Orkira. For everything there is a resurrection and also a death.
That's disturbing and cryptic. What?
That is what I am.
Yeah, I just wasn't expecting like the guy who wanted to control you to also, you know what, we'll have this conversation later. And I think that's all I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna keep concentrating on the silence. Because I trust that my friends are going to slaughter him.
It's 31 on the shooting him, by the way.
I trust
You
that
still have an
Freely is
action other
going
than
to-
talking if you want. It's up to you. 31? Oh my
mhm.
god.
Is he
You,
still alive?
You blow a chunk clean off his shoulder, and now the arm that is already missing a hand is just kind of like laying there limp and bleeding. And he's holding it and screaming and walking backwards and walking towards Orkira.
I have enough numbers for you if you wish, and one of them is a natural 20.
Hey.
That's 3.
The numbers are
Okay, that's someone's getting a legendary bundle.
At least the budget reset for 2020, right? Hey. That's how that works, right?
New quarter.
What were you rolling a natural 24? What was
It
that?
was my glaive strike.
Oh,
The
before.
action surge.
The action surge.
Action
Oh,
surge.
the action surge. Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
The
that definitely
physical
hits.
damage is 35 points. The fire is 27 points. I will start to focus on his screaming lower jaw this time.
Ooh.
No more spells from this one.
Tell me what happens.
Where is he? Is he on an edge?
Yeah, he's on the edge of the cliff at this exact moment.
I do not wish to have a mysterious death. I want to know that he is dead. I swing and hit him in the jaw. Remove it if I can. Then if I see his energy falling backwards, I will misty step through him and slam him forward into my friends who are attacking.
Briv catches the jaw, and basically as he's coming forward, death, he just jams that up into his stomach too.
The jaw?
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Freely give some very terrible cat got your tongue pun that no one hears in the silence while giving the
But we all somehow
halfling
know.
gesture. I'm like,
He's dead. Blood
As-
just pours down his mouth as his jaw is completely severed from his neck. And again, there is absolutely no sound. And the jaw falls, and Briv Steelmarrow grabs the jaw and just shoves it into his belly at the same time.
I'm gonna swoop down and grab the other book and stash it, and then go over to the body. And I still have the silence up. Is he dead? Dead?
He's fading. His eyes are dimming.
I hold his face up so that he must face Orkira.
And just blood is pouring out as he's trying to talk, but it's silent.
But he also doesn't have a jaw, right?
Yeah, there's no jaw.
Well, no, that's important for later.
Briv starts like talking, but you can't hear anything that he's saying.
mm-hmm.
I'll drop
Yeah.
this. I'll drop the silence.
Do you want the jaw? I have the jaw right here. And Briv is just yelling like he's had on headphones for too long.
Lorekeeper, can you read his mind? What are his thoughts? His last thoughts?
I will.
You don't want to, because I don't. And I'll look at him and I'll cast sending, and I'll just ask, because he doesn't have a lower jaw anymore, which means I can't speak with dead on his corpse. So I'm gonna ask, why?
They will always hate all of us. They took everything from me. And now you have taken everything from me too.
Briv gives him back his jaw.
So this is Valsar's face, and slowly, gingerly, I expect Briv just kind of puts the jaw back off camera.
Yeah, we're like, no, you look good, bro. You look good.
No, it has
you're-
stomach guts all over it.
I will say
Doesn't stick for very long.
No, it doesn't. I will say
Tink.
out loud to him, crap like this doesn't help. And I'll walk away.
And the light fades out of his eyes.
I'm just walking away.
I begin a funeral rite for him.
Penelope walks to Keen. Keen,
Yes, Penelope.
Did he deserve it?
You must ask Orkira. He was planning a great evil for people who did not ever know him.
I don't think he deserved it.
I don't know if he deserved it, but he sure got it.
I'll walk over to the Phoenix, who I'm assuming is still there, and I'm going to hold out the second book, and I'm going to say, so how many more are there out there that I need to know about?
There are always two.
Okay. So just these two.
Yes.
All right. And she'll stash them both.
As you try to stash the second one, it turns to cinders and ash and just disappears, and you can feel it kind of teleport away.
And she'll let it go.
There always has to be two.
I have it on high authority that system does not work. Believe me. You think?
One has
Tis
to
a pathway
resurrect.
to many abilities.
I mean, that's
Considered
something considered to be unnatural. No, man, it's definitely
So
not.
many. Everyone knows this.
Yeah, it's just
How tall is this fallen warrior?
Very tall.
Is it much taller than me?
Only by the horns.
This is most impressive armor.
without a
Are you
scratch on
taking
it, really.
Dragon High Lord armor?
Will it look good? Because that is the final question.
It will look dope.
I think
Are
it's
you
that
asking-
thou wouldst look dope. And
Yeah.
If you're
I pressed.
asking Lauren, it'll look super awesome. If you're asking Orkira, she's just gonna shake her head and be like,
I will press to digitate the ashes and guts off of it. I'm like, no, it's shiny. Look at that, man. You can see yourself in it. It's
Trying
incredible.
to perform a ritual here, please.
For your reference, Keen, if you Google either Kitiara or Verminard from Dragonlance, that is what your new armor looks like, of the color of your choosing.
yeah, you're welcome. All right.
Now you are forever in summer.
I'm gonna point at Keen and I'm gonna look at the Phoenix and go, does he get the second book? Because that'd be awesome. he already lights on fire. We get along really well. We've already got this great working relationship.
And he's like, done stuff for you like at least twice.
That's a choice he has to make.
I'll look over at Keen and say, no, I'm not saying that the armor comes with the worship of a giant, awesome primordial phoenix, but we've seen what happens when the book just like shows up in someone else's hands. Are you interested?
Wow, what's religious pressure?
Yeah, I know. Some of us are just born with it.
And some of us choose it.
I will consult the Eternal
Come for
Court.
study too.
If they would allow it, I would be honored if you think I am the one to carry such a responsibility.
I trust you with the book.
Well,
And
we would have
so-
to find the book again now, wouldn't we?
I mean,
look
she's
over-
got to know where it is. Point at the Phoenix.
I look over at my god and I say, does that work?
I do not get to choose where the book goes. I cannot give that to you.
Some
there has to
kind
be one
God
of
thou
resurrection,
art.
and there has to be one of death. That's the balance.
When I become a god, I shall not have such crazy parameters.
I do lean over to Briv and I'm like, yeah, I don't mean to be rude, but like this god gets like bossed around. He doesn't know where the bunks are.
Brief cut to Averin and Sigil sitting on his bed, throwing the Eye of Vecna up against the wall and bouncing it. Cut back.
Hey, Briv, could you not insult my deity while we're standing here in the cathedral and home of my deity?
I truly apologize to thee, Orkira. I insult everyone at most all times, and I did not
Yes.
mean anything especially devious about that.
Briv gets a point of inspiration.
For insulting a god.
Mhm.
And
I
also
guilty
apologizing.
I also
apologize.
like deceiving a fire giant.
Okay, that was cool.
Respectfully, are there any things I should know about your funerary rites?
Who are you saying that to?
To Orkira, to the Phoenix.
All things burn.
Orkira, would you like to do the honors?
Like and honors aren't the word that I would use. But yeah, if you want to step back, has Keen pulled off whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Search him, honestly. I mean, just in case.
Well, I'm
like,
assuming like now
Yeah.
that he's all he's got are his underclothes. That is there
I mean,
anything
are-
else?
are those
He
nice?
cannot be resurrected for 7 days, by the way. He has this funeral has prevented him from becoming undead.
Okay.
That's why it was performed.
Wait, is he prevented him from being undead or prevented him from
Undead.
being brought back? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I don't have anything that prevents resurrection.
Also,
there
I
would be
don't
nothing
think.
left if he burns. Yes.
Like
If
we could
there's
just
ash, you could-
yeet him into the lava if we're trying to do corpse disposal. I mean, there's a way.
This is Orkira's.
In the
and
way of
Phoenix's
warriors,
domain.
I am curious. Does he carry any arcane tattoos on his body now that I must look at it because I am clearing him of his armor?
Just ritual scarring on behalf of Tiamat and his former belief in her.
Very well.
You
Is there
sense
any-
magic from the helmet itself.
I consult Lorekeeper about this.
What kind of magic do I get?
Very powerful legendary magic is coming off of this helmet.
When the funeral is over, I can identify it, but I can't. I'm not going to stop the ritual of the funeral to identify. Or we could have done that before I began the funeral.
Right.
Either way, but I would identify it when the time came.
Yeah, and when you place it on your head, Keen, you can feel the power in it.
Does
I
it
will
feel
perhaps
evil?
wait to have it identified properly before putting it on my head.
Because I'm like define sense. You're like Kane. Oh no.
You do have a high intelligence.
Right.
You're like,
No.
But I will wait until it is a proper time to have it identified and speak in depth about it.
Yeah. What is it when there is a chance to identify it?
It's not something specific. It is a very unique Dragon High Lord helmet. While wearing it, you can speak and understand Draconic, and you have advantage on any charisma check that you make against red dragons.
Plains the dragons outside.
Speaking of, are there dragons outside?
Oh yeah, there are dragons outside.
So the reason I wanted to teleport directly here, despite, along with time, was I could see that there were a whole bunch of dragons outside and I didn't want to have to deal with those. So
While you're not wearing armor, you add your charisma modifier to your armor class. That is another thing. You are resistant to fire damage.
Yes.
But
So
without
he would've-
armor.
Yeah, he would have fallen in the fire and done nothing.
That is most impressive. Was there anything else on him, on his person?
He had a mace.
Is
Yeah.
it of any magic?
Is a +1 mace.
Is that the one that I got clocked over the head with?
Yeah.
I give it to Orkira. She can properly deal with
I
it.
will not touch it. You go to hand it to me and I go,
Is there
nope, I'm gonna pass on that, thanks.
Is there a way I can learn something from that mace to transfer it over to logic?
No, it's not that powerful.
Or to reason?
Yeah, you can maybe transfer it later. There is still a matter of tons of red dragons who now have no leader.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
outside the mountain, and the magical sphere around the mountain is still up.
I'm gonna go talk to the dragons.
Before you do.
Wait, you might want the helm.
I mean,
I have the helm.
I'll give it back
We
after I
might
talk
want to
to
give
him
it
if you want.
to Freely.
We should talk about what we wish to say to them before addressing a horde of dragons.
Agreed, but can we finish this funeral, please, first?
Actually, I was just gonna ask if you wanted to give me a moment, I'll take care of this. Was there anything else? Anybody had any questions? I know you showed up and we all just left, which I really appreciate that we all just left. But before
We are always ready to lend aid. To
That's
thine
kind of our
cause,
life,
Orkira.
really. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know, but I usually like to give more information than bad things. Let's go. So sorry about that. Okay, give me a minute. And she's gonna turn and
Wait, he was going to go.
I mean,
help
I'd
destroy Waterdeep. Why?
And you always thought that dragons were supposed to be the rulers of everything. He had this misguided idea that we and dragons were supposed to be in charge, and he's always just wanted to destroy anyone who got in his way. And so the Phoenix was just a tool. He was just gonna use the Phoenix and send it to Waterdeep for destruction, for some way of proving his point, I guess. But that's
Is
that's
there
what he
any
said.
chance that if the Phoenix believes in resurrection, that he will be brought back?
I will just look at the Phoenix.
No. He's done.
Good, because he was the last from my clan, but I'm kind of done with him. And I'm going to rub my hands together. I'm going to cast Burning Hands. And I'm going to incinerate him.
You incinerate him. What does it look like?
It's very businesslike. She looks severe and unhappy the whole time, but she holds out her hands and just methodically cremates him right there. And it probably takes a little bit, and she probably has to cast it a couple of times. But she will do that until he is nothing but ash. And then when she's done, she'll rub her hands together, kind of shake him out and say, I wish things could have been different, but we all have to make our own choices. All right, dragons and thing outside, I guess we gotta go deal with.
Is it possible to speak to the Phoenix, or does only Orkira do that?
Do you speak primordial?
No.
I do.
No.
What
The
did you
last time
need
we
to
were
know?
here,
How does primordial sound?
Like the movement of the continents.
It kind of sounds like me, except about 5 octaves lower.
Yeah. And
last-
when you eat pizza, like way too much pizza.
If I need to smoke like 4 more packs a day in order to really speak it. The last time we were here, we all spoke to the Phoenix. Was it speaking in common back to us, or was something else?
It was in your brains.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it was like using your skulls as resonance.
I remember that, but I didn't know if that meant everybody was getting low rumble bass. Dean, you're welcome to. I mean, we don't stand on ceremony here, really. So if you have a question.
I kind of love the idea that the Phoenix has no clue what we're talking about. It's like...
I would like to know if you are truly the last of your clan. If not, we should find any ones that are the leftovers.
Well,
I am the only Phoenix.
Orkira has no other clan members left. Is she truly the last?
Oh, I understand now.
So
There
The
are
answer's-
others.
There are others?
Yes.
I look at Orkira. This is their conversation, not mine. Tell me when you are ready, if you wish to find them. We will go.
But
So-
if they are dead, would you like them to come back?
I mean, so here's the thing. If you had asked me, I would have said yes and no, because so my original Dragonborn clan, as far as I knew, there was nobody left. But you've all been mine clan since then. So as far as I'm concerned, this right here, all of you, you're my family.
And we always will be.
I feel like this is a moment for a hug.
I walk away. It is good times to walk away.
I do my
Orkira
best to like grab him by his hair or something if he's doing it.
You grab
She
him right
looks-
by the dragon horn.
I just open my
Bring
arms
it
and
in
my
here,
wings, and I'm like,
Keen.
I'm not gonna say no to that.
Very well. Thou art coming too, Freely. Come in
No,
here.
no,
Come in here.
Freely doesn't even try and fight it. No, yeah.
Alyndra,
Also, hellish
don't
rebuke.
be too stuck up for this. Come.
Can't believe you're showing affection.
I have plenty of affection. There is so much Briv to love.
Aw.
So much.
And we love all
This
of it.
is very true.
So can I talk to the dragons now?
Yeah, did we
what-
do it? Did we win? Did we
I
finish
think-
our mission?
Freely,
No,
I
we're-
think you're part of this now.
Now it's been
Years. I don't know. Orkira just declared us a family, so it's her call.
I'm glad I passed the
Probation.
audition. All right, yeah, woo.
Yeah, like I
Like,
assumed
Penelope,
you'd come
bring it
in.
in.
Like I
Chest
looked
bump,
at
chest
I
bump.
looked at each of you when I said that, and so like big giant hug. And Freely, as you asked that, Orkira hasn't let go, so we're just having this conversation.
No, I'm in the cuddle puddle. Yeah, no.
In a cuddle
absolutely.
puddle.
Right.
Yeah,
we
should we figure out what we want to say, and do we want to look for the big dome thing first?
What you want to say to what?
The dragons.
No, I don't really think that far ahead. You should just go.
You
dragons,
hear
yeah.
the
I
magic
should-
of the dome disappear, and you can
Go.
see in the distance down the tunnel it has dissipated,
Oh,
and the dragons have begun flying away.
guess what? Our later problem gone. Never mind. We can keep
Fortune
cuddling.
favors the ones who hug.
Fortune favors the family.
Like,
I
yeah,
have magic hugs, everybody.
There it is.
It
Oh,
seems
wow.
that the red dragons are afraid now that the phoenix is released.
They are
That-
afraid because of our power generating hug.
Sure, no,
Magic
it's that.
too.
It's more that. Yes.
It's a power of friendship and
There it is.
family.
Our cutie marks are
The
gonna appear.
family that
Yay!
stays together
Yeah.
stays
Yeah,
together.
there.
Huzzah!
And that is our adventure, everyone. Thank you so much for watching Beyond Heroes. Oh, that was a fantastic game. That was so much fun. That was the right way to start 2020.
Yay.
For the rolling 20s, I'm sure I'm going to make some kind of shirt on how that.
I have to ask because we have a moment, Adam, or TJ. Did either of you rip off the jaw on purpose, or was that just part of being awesome?
I just didn't want him to cast spells if something went wrong. So
Okay,
And I just wanted to use it to gut him.
that's perfectly fine. But as soon as you did that, Orkira's like, "Well, I can't speak with dead with him anymore."
I
Which is-
didn't know that was the plan. I'm so sorry.
No. It was actually kind of awesome. Like it worked out, but I totally thought you did that on purpose, and I wanted to say thank you because that
there's
made my
one
life
more
so much
scene.
easier.
Always.
Epilogue.
That was amazing.
Deep in the fires of Avernus.
Oh.
Across a blasted wasteland, there stands Tiamat. All 5 writhing dragon heads scream at once, the blue, the black, the green, the red, the white. And Tiamat's giant claws scrape at the ground beneath and crack and crumble. He has failed us. But you will not, old friend. It's time to come back. And you will kill them. And slowly out of the dirt, a blackened metal gauntlet crawls itself out of the dirt of Avernus, and another gauntlet sticks out and pulls itself. You see this knight completely crawl out of the sand, and the sand pours out of its armor. You see 2 glowing flames in its helmet, and a tall, almost like ponytail of burnt and singed horsehair, and it has a symbol on its chest of a rose, but it's blackened. All of its armor blackened, and cold and death radiate from it. You will not fail me, Lord Soth. Come for them. And that's our adventure, everyone.
Yes!
Ain't scared.
He
Never
can get
seen-
it too.
Two people so excited about incoming death.
It was very hard to retain hold in my nerdgasm when you brought Raceland up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all had that moment of.
I was like, I will go to the abyss right now. Where is he? Get him out of here. Yeah.
We have the portal.
Why are you so tied up, man?
Yeah.
Thank you everyone at home for watching. Congratulations to
Oh my god.
What's our next episode names?
oh yeah.
Oh wait,
that's on Lauren.
I've got them. I was just waiting for the cue. So we have 3 interesting ones. One which I think one of our teammates might be very interested in. You can choose from Godmaker, The Rising Storm, or Steel Marrow.
Those are our 3 episodes that you can vote on right now, also on Twitter, and we will determine what the next adventure is. You get to, as the audience, basically decide where we go next, as always.
I will say this is the hardest, so I've been right 100% of the time. This is the hardest.
Well, I have to ask Adam, what are you voting for?
Here's the thing. He thinks Godmaker is still about him. That's the
Well, all 3 are about him.
Either way, Briv wins. Vote your conscience.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching
and
coming back. And also, it's to everyone in the game. It's so fun to play with all of you again. I really missed it.
Thank you.
So I hope everyone had a happy holiday break. And that's our show, everyone. We will see you next week with one of those choices.
Hmm?
Bye.